I'm Dr. Suze the Hedgehog. And what is your name?
Mary.
Mary. Okay, Mary. So what I would like to do right now is to just like listen to what you have to say. What is your life story? Why are you here? For like approximately 20 minutes, if we could do that, and then we can go on from there. Okay?
Okay.
So what I'm really interested in is like, why are you here? What brought you here?
I don't know. Recently I feel very down and I don't want to get out of bed. I don't do what I used to do. And I don't know, I just don't want to be here anymore, kind of. I want to get help.
So you mentioned that you feel down and
Yeah.
Can you maybe talk a little more about that down feeling?
Well, I'm trying to get my life back together, but I can't, because it's just, I messed up a lot, and now it's just all gone. I can't sleep, I can't eat, I can't concentrate, it's just kind of, I feel under pressure all the time.
You're feeling a lot of stress.
Yes.
That's what you're saying. Do you know, maybe could you try to tell me how long this down feeling that you described is lasting?
It feels long, I don't know, maybe a month or so.
A month. And do you have any memories before that? How this just did it change, or was it always increasing, or this anxiety and this down feeling, or it just switched? How would you explain?
I've had everything figured out and I had everything in the right places, but I messed up in a couple of points and then everything just started falling apart, And my family doesn't really listen to me anymore. My friends don't really want to be with me anymore. And I lost my job, I lost my boyfriend, I lost everything, so I'm now kind of alone in this place.
Could you maybe tell me, I know that you're a student right now.
Yeah.
In a university, and could you tell me more about your academical performance? How is the class environment? Are you doing well?
Yeah, I'm not sure. I haven't been to classes for like a week or so. Started skipping classes at first because I couldn't sleep. And then in the middle of the night I would fall asleep and I couldn't wake up for like until noon or something. And so I skipped classes. I don't really want to go there anymore. I don't know if there's a purpose, What's the point?
So you're saying that for approximately the past month, it's been like you don't feel motivated. You can't perform well in your classes. Has this ever happened before?
A couple of times, yeah. It hasn't been that bad before, but.
Is this recent, or we're talking years, or?
I mean, it happened sometimes in my life when I was a kid.
So not recently.
No.
And if I would ask you, how does your body react to this down feeling that you described for the past month?
Well, if my mom would tell me to eat, I couldn't. Like, I would eat a bite and I would want to throw up already. I can't really digest, and if I don't eat, then I feel pain in my head and my stomach.
Do you have problems with eating?
Yeah.
Any other problems that you?
I started to drink a lot.
Alcohol, yes. What about your sleep? Do you get enough sleep? Do you feel rested in the morning?
No, as I said, I fall asleep very early in the morning. Like, I go to sleep around 12, and I can't fall asleep. I just roll around. And around 5 or 4 a.m. I fall asleep, and then I can't get up until noon at all. Like, if I get up, I just instantly go back to sleep. no energy whatsoever the whole day. It's really tiring, you know.
Do you have any friends? How do they react to this change in your mood?
I don't think I have any more friends.
Mhm.
I mean, there are some people who I still talk to, kind of, but I don't really feel like talking to them anymore. Because whatever I say, they just, I don't know, rephrase it in the wrong way. They don't really understand what I'm trying to say. So I just kind of stopped meeting them.
What about your family? How do you
Well, my mom is always exaggerating everything, and she calls me every day and freaking out, like, what are you doing, bro? But she's really having a lot of questions and not really listening, you know. But with the rest of the family, I don't go back to my hometown anymore.
Do you think that this could potentially turn out well, or this will be this dark period that you're describing right now, that you're feeling the anxiety, stress, you can't sleep properly? Do you think this will end, or how do you see this turning out?
I hope it will end. I mean, soon.
How do you see it ending?
I don't know. I just want to get away from this, you know. Just like I don't see myself in this world anymore, kind of.
Do you maybe have thoughts about actually ending?
Honestly, yes.
You don't feel like you can continue living?
I can't go. You know.
Would you ever consider actually yourself committing a suicide?
I don't think I'm brave enough.
Mhm.
But for example, when I'm in a bus or something, I'm thinking it would be nice to have a huge accident, you know. I would like it to happen fast, you know, not painful or anything. I just...
Tried to end the suffering?
No. My boyfriend was always, like, keeping me on track. Whenever I would have a hard time, he would be there for me.
Are you and your boyfriend still together?
No, we broke up. Actually, I think it's one of the reasons, this feeling that I have right now.
Can you tell me maybe more about your boyfriend and a relationship that you had?
Well, we've been dating for almost 6 years, and he was always very caring, and he was very attentive. But recently, I don't know what happened. Like, whenever I would try to do something, like get out with my friends or something, he would kind of try to stop me. I mean, I came back drunk a couple of times, and he got extremely mad at me. I mean, I wasn't behaving very well, I know, but I was just having fun with my friends, you know, and it wasn't like something to be so mad about. But he just kept getting mad about everything that I did. Whenever I would try to stay up late, you know, to do my work or something, he would say it's not healthy anymore. Blah, blah, blah. He was holding me back, kind of, and I don't know for what reason. So I kind of thought he was maybe jealous of me because he wasn't as successful at that point. So I don't know. He actually dumped me after a while.
So you mentioned that you were successful at some point.
Yeah, right before this. I mean, I was promoted at work. I raised my GPA a little bit, and I found a lot of new friends, and they were very fun. And I don't know, we did a lot of stuff. Like, I've been to charity at first. Like, I don't know, I just had a lot. Like, I was just being creative, and don't know, it was a good period of my life, but then just something happened.
Was that right before this period of this emotional sort of breakdown when you're right now cannot sleep, you had this sort of a great time when your relationship with your boyfriend you were doing great with your boyfriend. You told me that your GPA was getting better, you got promoted, and you were involved, you would stay up to do your work, you felt motivated. Is that what happened?
Yeah, I mean, yes, but now it's...
And now
it's all gone. I mean, I would ruin it.
Could you maybe even describe it as completely opposite one from another?
Obviously. I mean, I was happy back then.
Do you see how that could change from being, you were so productive, everything went so well in your eyes, and then now to this point, do you see how it all could change?
I have hurt a lot of people during this episode. I have done a lot of things that I shouldn't have done, and now I'm here. I can't really go back, you know. It's like, it's been really good, but I messed up. And I messed up bad, you know. Can't go back.
Do you think it's your fault that this...
Of course. I mean, the things I said to people, it's just, if somebody would say stuff like that to me, I would not forgive ever. So I understand other people, but I mean, now I'm alone, you know.
Mary, I hear what you're saying, and unfortunately right now, for now, our time is over, since we had a limited time, 20 minutes, but if you want to continue talking, we can do this, or if it would be more convenient for you, we could set up another time and another week maybe, when you have more free time, and continue talking about this, find maybe a solution, if that's possible. But it was lovely talking to you, and would you like to stay here longer, or is it okay if we continue next time?
Maybe next time.
Next time?
Yeah.
We want to set up time next time. Okay.
Thank you, Dr. Hedgehow.
Talk about this. Let's try to talk about what just happened. So we have this beautiful hedgehog representing Susie Hedgehog, Dr. Susie Hedgehog, and our Mary, and we'll try to see what we did good or well and what we did bad, and then we'll just start with what we were trying to actually portray. So
we were trying to portray bipolar type 1, and the patient is having maybe the first episode.
So the patient that was here, he was sort of in the Mary, this little girl. She was having the major depression episode. And like we said, it's 2 or more weeks. And she said about a month, something like that. And so, as she was speaking, she was in the major depressive episode. And then we tried to portray, you actually tried to portray some of the symptoms, like
Feeling down, insomnia,
and then
and then not being able to eat.
yeah, that was something we did.
Yes, then
Concentration,
lack of concentration, apathy, sleep. Well, insomnia is good. What are you saying?
it was lack of interest, also
Apathy. You call it apathy. And and so on, like
And
3 or more.
Yeah, 3 or more. So we had definitely more than that. So it's kind of clear what we tried to do. And so now we can talk about what we did right and what we did bad with the Dr. Hedgehog.
Laura wants
What
to
do you
reflect
think?
on that?
So
What was good? Let's start with the good thing.
Yeah.
Okay, so the good thing.
Or maybe let's
start with
No.
bad,
No.
then we'll leave the room with a good, positive thing.
Oh, we will. No worries.
Okay.
Okay, so the good things, because I was the camera girl, so I had time to observe and like judge a little. So the good thing it was that Susie Hedgehog was using active listening techniques.
Active listening. Bravo.
That would involve like nodding and like keeping an eye contact, and another thing is a paraphrasing.
Yeah.
Don't you want to write that down? Like.
So that's active listening.
Well, okay. Also, she was not suggesting what the patient might have been feeling.
No suggestions. So we could say that Dr. Hedgehog, she kind of allowed the patient to describe what she was feeling and not forcing any information on her.
Yeah.
What else? I
Um,
feel like she did pretty great, but there's a lot of good things.
so what do you think you did good?
I mean, given like at least 3. Come on.
You cannot come up with the third one yourself.
She didn't laugh.
You did.
Okay, but what was good? Come on, like
You took a lot of information from me.
Oh, you were
motivating me to talk more. You're giving pretty direct questions, so that were leading me.
like motivational interview.
Let's do
Leading, yes.
But like leading in a good sense, not in a bad
In
one.
a good sense. Leading.
You were also like letting the patient to talk.
Allowing
Yeah.
the patient to express, maybe. Allowing the expression of emotion.
Expression of emotions, yeah.
And the last one that would be good is,
You said 3 was enough.
I know, but I just so selfish, you know.
Okay, the bad thing.
I mean, no, the name. I feel like the name.
Yeah, the name.
Original name.
Name originality.
That maybe even 2. I would do 2.
Yeah.
Okay, now bad things. Let's be sweet, short, and to the point.
You couldn't identify the feelings correctly that she was mentioning.
Of course, Laura has a lot of negative things about me. What were you saying?
Like you said, you couldn't identify.
Unable to identify
Correctly identify.
emotions.
Can
you give an example?
Like she was never mentioning anything about anxiety, but you referred to her feelings as feelings of anxiety when she was never fearful of anything.
That's a great example. Thank you, Laura. What else?
You started laughing a couple of times.
Well, that's normal. All psychologists do that. if not, like expressively inside. No.
That's about.
Maybe some of the questions could be formed in a better way.
Yeah, but you were put on the spot.
We are just amateurs. We didn't really know what we're trying to do. We're just trying to show that the girl had the bipolar 1, but maybe the question should be formulated
differently.
The formulation of
like you asked, was she trying to commit suicide? And that's a little too straight.
She didn't say that. Did you try to end
your suffering? That would be like a good way. And you said that.
That's what she said.
Yeah. But like formulation of questions still could be improved.
Yeah, of course.
Improvement as always. Maybe.
Well, maybe
Maybe there were not that many.
It'd be interesting to see what do you think was good and bad in our video? Because I feel like we're not qualified enough to make those.
I feel like
Probably.
good definitely won today, and Dr. Hedgehog did well.
Yeah, so I hope you enjoyed our video, and I hope that we fulfilled your expectations at least to some extent.
Yep.
Yeah, and yeah, so that was Bernadetta Domskita. No, no,
Not depressed anymore. Not depressed anymore.
and Radvila Razulskaite, and the camera girl Laura Tomashevičiūtė. Mm-mm. Hello.
Hi.
My name is Susie Hedgehog, and I would like to know your name.
My name is Kristen.
Kristen. Nice to meet you, Kristen. So, can you tell me why are you here?
I don't know why I'm here. My parents, they brought me here. They're probably waiting there.
Waiting outside the door?
Yeah.
Let's see.
Have you met them?
No, I haven't. But I'll meet them afterwards, okay? So, you don't know why are you here?
No.
So you don't have any problems that you think your parents might be a little overprotective about?
Is this about the eating thing?
No, I don't know. Tell me.
I don't know. They've been talking about this for like forever. I don't know. They even told to my friends. My friends came over the other day and they're like, we were just eating popcorn and then I was like, maybe we should order a pizza. And then they're like, are you sure you want the pizza? In front of my friends. Like, I don't know what's wrong with them.
So they asked you if you wanted pizza, suggesting what?
No, I asked if I want pizza, and then they were saying, do you really want pizza? Are you really going to eat the whole pizza? And of course I wasn't maybe going to eat the whole thing, but I don't know, they just assumed that, oh, since I ordered the pizza, I'm going to eat it by myself or something, I don't know.
Why do you think they feel that way?
So the story goes like this.
Okay.
When I was a freshman, and then I came to the university, and everything was fine. My parents, like I ate well, because my parents would cook for me. We always had sit-down meals. And then I came to university, and they wouldn't give me enough money. So
Okay.
what me and my friends, my roommates, we would make potatoes and mac and cheese, like, you know, all that cheap stuff.
Cheap stuff.
Yeah, like, you know. And so, and we didn't have enough food, really. They always were, we were thinking, what are we going to eat next? And I would ask them for more money, but they thought that I would just spend it on partying, alcohol, which I didn't, I never did that.
So then they don't have any, like, proof that you've been doing that before?
No.
Oh,
They just
okay.
assume that, oh, you know, college. They always even say, like, oh, so are you studying or are you being you know, just basically partying? And of course I'm studying, but they don't believe me.
Mm-hmm.
And so what happened was, I came back for Christmas. When I was a freshman, I came back home for the break.
Yeah, so you haven't been going back and forth?
No,
Okay.
they didn't give me enough money to come back.
Okay.
It cost, you know. And they would send me like what, 50 liras a month,
Mm-hmm.
and I would have to survive on. I know, it's just crazy. I can't believe that. And I did survive with my roommates' help and my friends, and they would give me food. And then I came back home, and all I could hear was, "Oh, look, you gained weight. You keep telling us how you didn't have money, how you couldn't afford anything to eat." Because I would call them and I would tell them, you know, there's nothing to eat. Because I'm constantly, you know, trying to get food, you know, with my friends. And of course, if they call me, I will talk about it. And they just assume that I'm lying to them and trying, like, they were just so obnoxious. So after I came back, after the Christmas break, I was all furious and angry. And then, of course, my roommates also noticed, oh, because during the Christmas, like, I got the chance to actually eat, like, proper meals. And yeah, I ate maybe a little more than usual, like, you know. because it's Christmas and all those big, and my whole family was there and we were eating, socializing, so yeah. And then I came back to the university and my roommates were saying, oh, Revilla, you should, maybe don't eat that or don't do that. And of course I didn't have enough money once again, and I would go for like sometimes almost the whole day not eating and then would start eating, and once I got the food, and yeah, I would eat maybe a little more, but like that's what I had to do to survive. And then they're like, why do you eat so much? And I'm like, no, I don't. I just eat when I can.
Okay, so you were saying that you ate a lot of, well, let's say, put it that way, junk food?
Yeah,
junk food, because that was the cheapest.
During my freshman year.
During your freshman year. Then you came back to your home for the Christmas break, and you were eating, and they would always, and you felt like you ate a little too much. So I want to, like, draw a little information about that. What do you consider a little too much?
Well, when we sit down and eat, right? Everyone has a plate. At least during the Christmas break, everyone would have a plate, and they would eat, and then we'd be talking. And while they're talking, we'd go get another plate and go get some more, maybe brownies or something, and just like eat second, thirds or something, just to make sure that I'm full for the rest of the day. Even though we will eat later, but maybe I will skip that other meal and I will eat at that moment a little bit more, like second, thirds,
Mm-hmm.
And when I came back to university, it was just like, that's my life, I have to eat when I can, because maybe later on I won't be able to. And so I gained some weight, obviously, because of that. And so my roommates, they were very obnoxious about it, and they were just like, oh, let's go to the gym, we can go to the gym. So we went to the gym, and we started going like maybe 2, 3, sometimes 4 times a week. And then I started, I didn't really see any point in doing that sometimes. And so then my other friend, she offered me some laxatives. So I started taking some laxatives. And I would just do these like random things, because I felt really bad, because my friends would always comment and my parents would always like, I couldn't, after the Christmas break, I couldn't even call them, because I was like, oh, they're gonna nag about it, they're gonna ask, so what are you eating, so I just couldn't take that pressure, and I was just like, you know what.
So you mentioned laxatives. What exactly did they do to you? So you were taking them. What exactly did they do? How did they affect you?
Or I just went to the bathroom.
Okay.
Yeah.
I see. And how often do you think you tend to overeat? Since you feel like you never know when exactly food is coming next.
I mean, maybe as soon as I maybe can, like.
So you don't eat, and
I don't really register in my head when I do it, but if I would have to say, I would say maybe, I don't know, maybe 3, 4 times a week. I don't know. It depends on the timing.
So you were saying that you don't eat because you don't want to gain weight, or you don't eat because you don't have what to eat?
Sometimes, see, it's a little tricky. Sometimes I feel like, sometimes I don't have what to eat. That's the reality. But sometimes I would choose not to eat for a while, because when you eat a lot and then you have to like sort of stop, and when you eat a lot of times, then you obviously gain weight, and then you kind of don't want that. And so I will try to work it off, or I will take the laxatives. But it doesn't always help, so yeah, I will stay away from food for a little bit, and then I just go back to it.
Mm-hmm.
It kind of like feels like when I do get to eat, and I eat a lot, well, I don't know if it's like a lot, but like when I do eat and I eat more, it kind of feels like good,
Mm-hmm.
because I actually get to eat, but then I have to kind of stop myself sometimes and be like, maybe next time, you know.
So you tend to have long breaks of not eating and then eating a little too much, and then long breaks and not eating enough, right?
Yeah, and after those, when I eat a lot, I tend to right after try to find a way to maybe get rid of the extra calories, like go to the gym. Like if my roommates are going, I will go to them with them, and then or just like try really anything, like anything.
Like anything, you mean what?
So a few times I did try purging, but I can't do it. Just can't do it.
You can't do it.
Like I don't know. I'm not like that.
Okay.
I know that some girls did that and they said that it works. I would do it if I could. I just can't. I would.
So you have tried that several times, but you don't do that anymore.
See, I tried it and it didn't work. I couldn't
So you
make
say
myself.
Okay.
Yeah. So maybe I will try again, but I don't know. It was not a great experience.
Okay. So as I understand, it has been a difficult period of your life now, and I would like to know how long has it been that way?
So now I'm a sophomore. So I told you that it all I would say that it started when I was a freshman.
Okay.
Because of the lack of money and lack of food, but
like
it really got bad after the Christmas break.
So it's been like 7 months now.
Yeah, I would say 7, 8 months.
Okay, 7 months. And do you feel like you can change your eating pattern somehow? Like eat differently?
I don't know.
So, Rosvilla, have you ever tried to control your eating habits?
Not really.
No.
It's been only a few months.
Okay. So, you haven't tried, but do you think you could if you wanted?
At this point, I'm not sure. I don't think so.
Okay. Okay, I see. So, I just want to make sure I have all the information, although I certainly don't have the whole picture yet. But, so you're saying that you don't eat for several, like for a particular period of time, and then when you eat a little too much. And also that it has been going on since your freshman year, and especially increased and intensified after the Christmas break. So it's been like 7 months now. And when you feel like you ate a little too much, you try to get rid of the extra calories that you think you ate too much. And you also do some things that would help you get rid of those calories. So you use laxatives and you go throw up. So at this point, I don't think I have the whole picture, but I would like to know more about how do you see yourself in terms of your body shape, and how do you feel about it. And I would like also to see and understand how your friends' opinion and your family's comments affected you as a person that maybe have influenced your eating habits. We don't know. We will see. But at this point, we have to stop because our time is over. And my question to you is whether you would like to tell me a little more about it the next time, if we settle the time.
I don't really see that point.
Okay, you don't see the point. So
If my parents will, force me to, yeah, I will come, but I don't know.
So you don't want to come, but your parents made you come.
Yeah, today, yes. I don't know if they will make me go again, but I hope not.
Okay, I see. So I'll go and talk to your parents later, and I'll make sure we have an agreement about you coming or not coming here. I'll talk about, I'm not going to talk about what we talked here, but I'll discuss some stuff with them, okay? And, well, I hope I'll see you next time, but we will see. It depends on you. Okay?
Thank you, Dr. Hashar.
You're welcome.